Well, that feeder was about empty yesterday anyway. But they decided to just hammer the hell out of these two. I don't know, fighting over it or just because it, wanted to waste it. Kind of disappointing, but hey, it's taken them a week to do that, right? And there's our sunrise with a couple jet streams in it. Everything is white. Not everything is solid. I just walked through the unsolid stuff, but the driveway is solid. Over there to open and close that gate ain't solid. 25 degrees and 98% humidity. And no wonder why my sinuses are making my eyes go cross this morning. Woke up that way in the middle of the night going, oh man. But anyway. And I'm almost late getting out. Never late when you're always here, right? But yeah, everything white. Well, gee. Half hour, 45 minutes ago, whatever it was. I mentioned it was 25 this morning. Anybody remember what the magic number that I've always said is? Yeah, it ain't 25, it's 26. I just got this one thawed. Couldn't get it shut, then I couldn't get it open. The one dripping like crazy, that's the one that usually goes to the floats, but those hoses are pretty solid, so I'm just topping it off with that little hose running in there. Not running real fast. I could flip it open and get the shower that I should have got yesterday, but I don't want a cold shower, and I didn't want a warm one yesterday either, so that works out, right? I don't have everything thought out for the 2-year-olds. I didn't get the extra one going. I got the faucet for the float thawed. I got the hydrant thawed. But that's it. Hopefully Mother Nature will finish it without splitting it wide open. And actually, it doesn't feel that bad out here this morning for the humidity we have. I mean, I don't have anything on my hands. I mean, I'm trying to keep them close to my pockets, but I got one holding the phone and it's not cold. Oh, and here comes Red. I don't know if anybody's ever watched the way he runs. It's like he's got 4 peg legs and a stick up his bum. Bad thing to say, but it's true. Isn't that right, Red? Huh, buddy? Yeah. Okay. Well, eventually I'm going to make it into a warmer spot. Oh, yeah, we'd say hi to the fishies, but yeah, the bucket that I got the manure off my boots in earlier, rather than trying to turn a faucet on. White buckets over there at the corner of the barn, machine shed. It had dimmer 3/4 inch ice on it. Almost couldn't break it. But hey, look, the troughs are clear. There's no ice on them at all. So, Tyler and I feeding together up here this morning.
You left a scrape mark on the tire.
We both walked down here together. I'm literally right here, and she was standing next to me. We're talking because I'm going to plug that thing in. And a rat comes from behind that tub, straight across to just about underneath where the valve stem is on that tire.
And there's still a scrape mark from it.
He hit that sucker head first. Whack! It no more than goes whack, and of course, takes off underneath and wherever it went. Red comes running around out here like, what a miss, what a miss. Some of you might remember me having issues with our old hot shot, and I made a TikTok and asked a few people specifically what they thought was the better ones. Got really good answers. The newer hot shots, rechargeable, was one of the big ones. Everybody seems to love them, and a couple of guys have had them, and guys that are hauling cattle every day, and they've had them in their truck for like a year and haven't even recharged them yet. And this is one that I looked at on Amazon. And the price was like, wow, got to be a piece of shit, right? So one of the guys on TikTok tagged me in a video where one of the other guys had bought one of these and was really impressed with it. Well, for what, like $30 or $40, it's rechargeable. Charger's right there. Yeah, Ty burnt the paint off right there. Right there, she burnt the paint off yesterday. I think that's going to work. You know, if it doesn't, we're not out that much. We can always get something better later. I mean, at least I got the old one working again, so. Although the other day, a couple of those steers we delivered it, all they did was kind of twinge a little. It's like, come on, man, it's supposed to zap your ass and make you move. And while I'm waiting for it to warm up so we can do something with some concrete, look at the DeWalter all put away. That's still out because we need it. And Ty needs to get her stuff out of here, you know? But I'm sticking in a warm spot for a bit. There we go. Little chunk of heat duct. Makes a nice funnel. And I'd show you pouring, but I need both hands. Her last bucket was a little fuller. She kept getting them fuller and fuller on me. Heavier and heavier. And there's a little left in the sack. I think we're just gonna kind of fill in, and we may throw more rocks on top of those, but that's as full as I'm gonna go. I'll make a cap and throw on top of there for now. And later, I thought I had more of that 4-inch, but everything else is 5-inch. Kind of screws me up a little. When we go to redo the sign, the hole's still right over there. And we'll use it again probably. And come up and bring it over to this one, and I'll just butt them together and weld them up here. We have the technology to do that. Either stick weld with the service truck or bring the wire feed up, plug it into the generator. Threw the extra little bit of concrete down there. I see a spot she didn't tamp in, but that's okay. It's up. About the right place off the road. And I then noticed something when I was pouring the concrete in. Here's what that looks like. We have resident geese.
We normally have a pair and their babies.
Down there where the creek and the old creek bed meet on this side, inside of the corner there. There's 5 of them down there. And the neat thing about having those here, usually just 2 of them will stay. The others are their young ones from past years. When a big flock tries to come in and land, they'll chase them off. We leave them alone because they do keep them out of here. We had one year that the West Hayfield, that one, literally was not even a 1/2 inch tall. They wiped it out completely. And I did find if you spread manure on thick enough, they don't like that. And their manure kills the grass. So figure that one out. Did get a little straw. They needed it. Cav just heard buckets clank because she's filling buckets. This one up here is empty. That one's got about a third left in it. We just haven't moved one up here yet. Part of the reason was the straw stack that was there was leaning over it. And didn't want to have it fall on a full one up here. And they could use some down against the lower wall too, but that's as far as you can actually get it without getting in there. Kind of the same here. And these freaking 2-year-olds did the same thing the cows did. They blasted that good hay bale last night and spread it all over. That's one reason we did this today. Maybe it'll keep them from wasting as much hay. As they're all in here filling up on wheat straw. Go figure. Yeah, they all come out here full of straw. Dang, she's splattering quite a ways, hitting those puddles. And Hopefully they don't make a big mess in there again. And yep, sun's just still over the ridge, just barely. Anybody wants some muck, you can come get it. It was, frozen enough this morning. I didn't get too much on my feet, but not quite frozen enough either. Got to stop and pose. Time to go in. It's getting chilly again. I don't know what we got too, but I would imagine we're probably down around 35 anyway by now. So, and I already watered. Hopefully they got enough till morning. That one is still almost clear full. And I mean, with the number of head in there, that should still have water in it in the morning. That one's almost clear full yet. Hopefully it still has something in it in the morning. It may or may not. Far cry from before we had the stomach worms go through, and we had literally a little over twice the pregnant ones we have. Because that trough would get filled for the last time at night at about 9 o'clock. And maybe 10 o'clock at the latest. And then it'd be empty in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we'd fill it 2 or 3 times during the day when it's frozen. That's why it'd be nice to have the floats on, but it is what it is. And that trough, half the time in the morning, I'd find it laying over here somewhere. Because even filling it wasn't enough. But I get over it. So with that, hope you all had a good Thursday. And I hope everybody has a great Friday. 'Tis the season. Have some fun.